Hi, welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This is Gemstonetarot. This is covering from 3rd of June to the 10th of June. And those of you, the more keen-eyed among you, will notice I am not in my normal place. No, I have not gone on holiday or anything as exciting as that. My son has commandeered the room for wrestling again. So I've lost the tarot room and the tarot cupboard. Turned into a wrestling ring until tomorrow. So I have a portable tarot cupboard and I'm doing it from an alternative venue. Okay, I'm going to do Aries through to Pisces. Woo! And then I'm going to timestamp them in the description box so you can find your own sign, okay? Don't forget also, very important, check your moon and your rising sign as well. So this video is designed so that in the timestamps you will see when one starts and you can go to another one. So check your sun, moon and your rising. And this is for June the 3rd to June the 10th. Do also remember my monthly videos are just out. Those, woo! One for each sign covering all of June. So check out your monthly one as well. And my daily videos, they're out every day. Righty-ho. Don't forget also to like, share and hit the subscribe button. Aries, let's kick off with you, Aries. Ooh. Using here the Mythic Tarot. I'm not the same if I'm not in the right room. Juliet Sharman Burke and Liz Green. Ooh. Aries, those are strong cards. Okay, we have Page of Swords in the reverse. We have the Three of Swords. And we have the Ten of Swords. Wow, okay. For some of you, this is, I would say, the end of a situation. When we've got the Three of Swords here, this is some kind of betrayal by somebody. Could be to do with work, could be to do with a relationship or with family. Either way, there is a third sword. There's nobody on the end of that sword, but there's always a third party knocking around. Whether it's someone cheating on you or whether it's someone letting you down at work and, you know, gossiping about you behind your back with quite bad consequences or something like that. Three of Swords is nevertheless, I mean, look at the guy in the bath. She's married to him. That's Clytemnestra. That's Agamemnon from the Greek myths. And that's her lover. And they're killing him in the bath, you know. He's all relaxed. He's got his bath cubes in. That tells you what you need to know about the Three of Swords. So just be on the lookout. Although, when I see the Ten of Swords, actually, I know this is a scary looking card. I mean, you know, headless people and all the rest of it. Ten of Swords is a 10. It's the end of a cycle. It kind of says to you, this is as bad as it can get and it's now going to get better. You could be dealing with an air sign person, either at work or in relationship. That's Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, and they could be younger than you as well. Pages are often a youthful energy. It can also represent the Page of Swords messages coming in swiftly and quite bluntly. So you could receive news about the Three of Swords situation that really, by the time with the Ten of Swords, you just say, do you know what, I am done. Let me get you a Heart of the Fairy Oracle card. One has kindly volunteered. That's a great card. This is the Gift. If you can see, this is a woman and that's like an egg shape in her hands. It's supposed to be as if she is holding the egg of wisdom. And what it's saying is you can cope with these circumstances due to the gift of everything you've learned so far, which is still here. So that is the gift to you. That is the wise part. That's what you need for this. And also you have all of the tools that are required to do it. Nice. Now I'm going to choose, oh yes, very much with the Angel's Oracle card. Ooh. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So if you have been through a breakup with somebody, or if you are looking for somebody, just know that instead of looking outside of yourself, start to look around you. Start to appreciate. When we start to appreciate ourselves and the small things like sniffing a rose or whatever it is, that makes us attractive to others. That makes us magnetic. What's that one? Oh, that's nice. And here we go, Aries. Blessings. Healing with the Angels Oracle card. You get blessings. That's nice. Do you know what? Sometimes that is a blessing. And I think you know why. Thank you, Aries. Don't forget to check out your moon and your rising sign. Okay, just put that one there. Taurus. Hello, Taurus. You have had some quite sizzly cards recently as well, haven't you, Taurus? Yes. Check out your monthly reading, Taurus. They're all very interesting this month, actually. They're all quite deep. And a lot of them had cards that came up for each one, even though I really shuffled them, which was quite weird. Okay. Ooh, one card has offered its services to us, Taurus, without prompting. Let's see what it was. Ooh. Okay. You get the World, Major Arcana, nice. Seven of Cups in the reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. This tells me this week, Taurus, this is for the 3rd to the 7th of June, that you are going to be much more, if you excuse the pun, you being an earth sign, down to earth. The World in the upright, Major Arcana, you've got all the 4 elements, the fire, the sword, or the air, the fire, the air, the water, and the earth. And then you've got the Ouroboros, which I can't pronounce, snake that always eats itself, eternity, the eternal circle. You've got the masculine and the feminine contained within. It's like an egg. This is rather nice, this card, especially in the upright. This, and also you have the 10 of Pentacles. If you look at the 10 of Pentacles, this is, again, it's a 10. It's like the peak of a cycle. It's the man, the woman, the child, the dog, but it's in a very material way, in a very real way. These pentacles are nailed on the post and things are growing. There's grapes on the vine. Everything's growing in the garden. This has required quite a lot of planting, thinking, sorting and maintaining. This is your world. Now, it doesn't matter if you've got the man, the woman, the kids, whatever it is, or if it's you and the cat or you and the dog, or it's your world, it's your egg. And it's looking quite good this week. It's looking like you're feeling roomed in, if that makes sense. You know, when you feel kind of like things are okay and quite comfortable and you're sort of rooming in like a good snuggly blanket. Now you've got the 7 of Cups in the reverse. I like that. When it's in the upright, this is what I call the future fantasy card. And it's often, each one of these cups represents what you think is something brilliant going to happen in the future. But when it comes down to it and you try and take one of those cups, what you tend to find is that it poofs and disappears. And actually it was just a bit of a fantasy, a bit of an unrealistic pipe dream. But when it's in the reverse, Taurus, you're much more like this. This is real. You're much more IRL, as the kids say, in real life. And it's a good place to be for you. Things are growing in the garden, things are growing in the vine. You know, there's money, there's some stability. It's a nice, nice week, Taurus. I'm going to choose you. Another nice card, Heart of the Fairy Oracle, the Hope. So for those of you who are living in any way in the shadow of any kind of sadness or despair or anything like that, or feeling like things are not going to work out, this is the light. This is like the firefly fairy. This is the little wisp. You can see the little wisp, like will-o'-the-wisp of hope. This is to pay attention to the little gleams, the signs of things to come, Taurus, because actually things in your world are very much looking up. This is a nice, solid little reading for you. Just going to get you a Healing with the Angels Oracle card. That one. Oh, that's fabulous. New beginnings. This one hardly ever comes up, actually. So new beginnings. This is great. It could also be, Taurus, if you are in a relationship and you are having some trouble, that there's a new beginning in terms of it becoming much more stable for you. That's nice. Much more opportunity for growth. All round though, Taurus, work or relationship, there's opportunities for growth for you. It's a nice reading. Do check out also your moon and rising sign, Taurus. Brilliant. Have a good week. Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Let's have a look for you. I seem to remember your monthly reading being, ooh, rather interesting, Gemini, as well. It was good. I think it was about secrets, if I can remember rightly. Ooh. Okay. Gemini, what have you been up to? Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. This can be some kind of emotional, you know, do you want this cup? No, that cup. Do you want this cup? I've seen it before. How about this cup? You know, it's that kind of jaded feeling. It can be about work, it can be about love, it can be about everything. You're just slightly feeling you've seen it all, you've done it all, there's nothing new. Now for some of you, this is definitely to do with relationships, because in the middle, I've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And this usually represents a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. And it also represents usually an offer of love when it's in the right way up. When it's in the reverse, it normally represents an offer that's withdrawn, or an offer that you're not too fussed about. So if you've been dating, it may be that nobody's got that spark that you're looking for. Or if it's in a relationship, it might be that finally you've had enough. You're like, I know you're offering to change. I know you're offering to do this, that and the other. But actually, I really have heard it all before and I've had enough. I also get that because you've got the Ten of Swords, Gemini. And the Ten of Swords is the I've had enough card. It's not so much I've had enough as it's enough. It's a 10, it's the end of a cycle. There are 10 swords. It's like every sort of hurt that could be done has been done. Every remedy to explore it has been explored. And you're like, I don't even want to hear it anymore. And that's no bad thing, because the Ten of Swords really does make way. You know, you always see with these cards, you see the sun coming up over the horizon. That's a new day, that's a new cycle. But of course the new cycle can't begin until the old cycle has ended. Now, Heart of the Fairy Oracle, Gemini, you've got Queen of the Day. Speaking of which, and this is also about the kind of queen that sees things very much in the sunlight. So instead of seeing the shade of a situation or the negative side of a situation, she keeps things really positive. And because of that, she attracts light, love and light. And so will you, Gemini. This situation may have been, I mean, I know from doing private readings and also from doing the monthly readings that you have been doing some relationship soul searching. But this one, you know, if it has come to this, and it is the Ten of Swords, be optimistic. Be optimistic. Ooh. Take one of those, but I'm going to take one of these. For others of you in relationship, it's just the end of a phase of a bad patch. And that's nice too. If that's the case, give someone the chance to talk you round. You may feel you've had enough and you've seen enough. Okay. Romance with the Angel Oracle cards, you get separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It may be that you need a temporary separation. That's what we're kind of getting here, isn't it? And while that's happening, you need to remain in the light. In the light, and not really attached to the outcome, because you are in a period of spiritual growth. This normally signifies spiritual growth. For some reason, and I don't know what that reason is, I kind of do, but I wish it wasn't. Spiritual growth is never simple or easy, is it? You know? But it's valuable to you, Gemini. It's valuable. Do check out also your moon and your rising sign and your monthly forecast, because yours was very interesting and it was kind of along those lines as well, Gemini. Okay, Cancer. Hi, Cancer. I'm using the Mythic Tarot. I'm going to do 3 cards for you. Also, Cancer, do like, share and subscribe, and also check out your moon and your rising sign. And your monthly June 2017 video is up too. Ooh, it's interesting cards. So you have the 8 of Swords, Cancer. Now the 8 of Swords is, whichever deck you're using, the person is always, looks like they're surrounded by swords in a ring. But actually in any given tarot deck, there's only ever half. If you see this person, there's no swords behind them. They could look behind them and walk out. In the Rider-Waite deck, they have a blindfold on and the swords only come up to here and they could go out the front. But the fact with the 8 of Swords is that a lot of it is in your head. The sword cards are often very mental, air energy. This is turning over bad thoughts and having fears about a situation that may not necessarily be true. Could be to do with work, could be to do with love. Doesn't matter. You've got this kind of, it's like a trap for yourself. You're trapping yourself with your fears. Now you have the Hanged Man, so it could be, Cancer, that you're waiting for something. Major Arcana, you're waiting for information, you're waiting for a job offer, you're waiting to hear about relationship. Whatever it is, you're in a sort of a hanging period, a waiting period. But just remember, with the Hanged Man, while he's hanging around upside down, many of the decks have a light above his head, because actually this fallow period where it feels like you're not doing anything, things are happening. You know, it's that quote from the Miracles book. Which one is it? I can't remember the name of it, but they say when nothing is happening, everything is happening. That's what that card means. But for you, the waiting is making you anxious and it's making you make things up in your head. Now you also have the Queen of Wands. So what you're waiting on could be something to do with something very earthy. It could be to do with a female, a mother energy. It could be to do with fertility. She's the kind of lioness. Fiercely protects her children. It could be to do with a job offer, but maybe a female boss. It's that kind of female, authoritarian, sensual energy. It's something to do with that for you this week. Either way, you would really like to know now, but I feel there will be a bit more waiting. You'll probably, we've got a full moon on the 9th, and you will probably, I'm doing a little full moon reading, so check that out. But it will probably come to light then. Ooh. And you get the Sorcerer. Now this is about somebody being kind of in charge of your destiny again. Somebody having the ability, like almost an alchemist, to change the outcome for you. Or so you're thinking in your head. I feel that you're putting a lot of responsibility on another person and how they could change the outcome for you and worrying about it, when actually the responsibility is usually yours, even though they may have the power to make the decision. In the end, the way that you perceive things, to do with the Eight of Swords, the way that you can kind of untangle yourself from being keen on the outcome, is sometimes has a bearing on how things work out for you. So if you can just detach a little, yeah, look. See here, for the Romance Angel Oracle card, you get free yourself. And that's the same, you see here, the Eight of Swords, this ring. It's the same here with the unicorn. Trapped inside this ring, you need to free yourself, but you free yourself from the way that you think and feel. The situation itself can remain the same, but it's how you perceive it. Time to take back control of your life, Cancer. Now let's have a look at the Healing with the Angels Oracle card. That's gorgeous. Serenity. Now this would suggest to me, actually, in order to get out of your head and grounded again, Cancer, it might be a good idea to actually do something with soil and earth and flowers and be outside, or play with animals, or just get out there. Because I feel that that would kind of give you a bit of a reset. At the moment, you are very much up in your head about whatever this matter is. But actually, you are the sorcerer. You are actually in control of your own destiny. Time to take back control of your life, Cancer. It's a good card for you. Okay, and also check out your monthly reading and your moon and rising sign, Cancer. Okay, have a good week. Leo. One has dropped on the floor, Leo, and you're going to have it, because it clearly wanted to be your card. So this is for June the 3rd to June the 10th. Weekly tarot reading. It will have timestamps in. So that you can find your sun, moon and your rising. Something you need to tell me, Leo. The card that flew out for you, Leo, was the Eight of Cups. This is Saturn in Pisces. This is to do with choosing to walk away from something that's been emotionally draining and difficult and just not particularly good for you. Pisces is the emotional part of it. It's the part where perhaps you haven't been able to lay your boundaries down. And then Saturn comes along, which is the planet of hard knocks and lessons and making you do things, you know, like a sergeant, do this, do that. And suddenly you have the discipline enough to be able to walk away. Even though it doesn't feel great, it's still turning your back on something. Now you also have the Chariot, major arcana. It could be that you are dealing, because the Eight of Cups is also a water sign card and the Chariot represents Cancer. It could be that you're dealing with a Cancerian, or you could be dealing with a situation very close to home or family. Either way, the decision to make this walking away this week causes you to have contrasting feelings. You can see the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. This charioteer is steering, but the horses want to go in two different directions. Can you imagine the amount of energy it takes to steer when two horses are trying to do that? But actually, it's upright. Major arcana, you're on the right path and you're holding it together, Leo, which I like. Now, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands. Love it. Eight of Wands. This is a card of fast movement. Things are going to go quick. Whatever you've decided to do, this walking away, it could mean that you travel. You could go abroad overseas, a short trip or a long trip, but you could decide to go really quickly. So it could be a case, especially with the Chariot as well. The Chariot can show a sudden exit, as in pack your bags, get on the plane, boom, you're gone. Otherwise as well, the Eight of Wands represents fast communication. So it can be, if you're looking for, online dating or job offers or anything to do with digital media, things could come through very quickly. And again, you could travel for love or you could travel for work. It doesn't matter what it is, but you could find yourself packing your bags really quick. It's actually a really good reading for you, Leo. It's really quite exciting. Now, Heart of the Fairy Oracle card, Brian and Wendy Frood, you get the Queen of Owls. And I feel like this is you. I feel like you will be taking flight, literally. This situation has been building up for a long time, and maybe you've really tried, you know, you've gone through all the different cups. Now you've walked away, but I really feel, maybe even leaving under cover of the night, that you decide to up and go. The urge will be there. The urge will definitely be there. Maybe some of you as well have got your eye on someone else. You've met someone else, or you're going to, because you've got to express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. If you've met somebody new and you're feeling like travelling, obviously keep it all safe. But then maybe this is the time to kind of strike out. Or if you're going to meet somebody, digital media, if you like them, go ahead and tell them. I wouldn't normally say that, but you are a Leo, actually. You can probably get away with it. Either way, things are moving very fast for you this week. That's a lovely card as well. Healing with the Angels Oracle card, Leo, you get playfulness. Yeah, some of you have just had enough, I think, of being miserable. Whether it's leaving a job suddenly, change of career suddenly, change of home suddenly, or just changey. Change of love, change of person, change of pace. But it's all looking very good for you. It's looking really positive, Leo. I like that. Okay, thank you, Leo. Do check out your monthly reading as well for June 2017. I think that was quite good as well, actually. And also your moon and rising in the timestamps. Virgo. Virgo. I remember your monthly reading. It was about shadiness turning into light. It's quite a deep reading for you this month, Virgo. Check it out, June 2017. That's great, actually. In fact, some of these cards, I think, came up. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you are having doubts about how hard you've worked for something, whether it's a job or whether it's a relationship. This is the person who is working steadily, and then this is an earth sign card as well, and just surveying what he's done, and then wondering when it's in the reverse, just wondering, excuse me, cup of tea, if all the effort was worth it. You also have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and this is a creative idea. It may be that you had a big creative idea, or you started a business, or you started something, and then you've got so far with it and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'm just not so sure. I don't know if this is going to work. I haven't got the confidence. I don't think I can go through with it, whether it's relationship or whether it's work. Now, the other card you have is the Ten of Pentacles. It tells me two things, really. Whatever you do in this situation, you're going to be okay because you have progressed to the 10 here. But most likely you can achieve what you want to achieve with this creative idea or business. You may have to pivot. You may have to change tack. Or if it's a relationship, you may have to have counselling or whatever it is. But this is the outcome card. And this is very healthy growth, spiritually and materially, Virgo. You are on the right path. Usually with being a Virgo, you're quite a perfectionist and you just have doubts you can't do it as well as you would want to. But guess what? You know, messy still gets you there. Do it messy, but do it anyway. And you get the Lady in the Forest, Heart of the Fairy Oracle cards. Now this lady is almost camouflaged, and I feel like the way through the forest for you to get to this part is not perhaps the way that you're banging away at. So if you think of this in terms of banging away at a door and then finding that the one next to it you can just easily push open and it's clear for you. So it may just be you need a little change of tack, that's all. A new approach would take you to a completely different, more comfortable situation and get you to where you need to be. Yeah, because look, for Romance Angel Oracle card, you've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If it is about a relationship, then do visualize exactly what you want. You don't need to be on the worrying side of it so far. Don't look back, Virgo, and think to yourself what's lacking, whether it's a relationship or whether it's work. Don't look back on what may not have been good and worked out, because look, you still have a big pile of pentacles here. You've still achieved loads. And it does get to the point where they're all nailed on the post and everything's rosy in the garden. We like Virgo. Relax. You get Healing with the Angels Oracle card, Music. If you are having relationship issues, it could be you're connected with somebody through music. It could be that you have like a song together and this is your song and you keep hearing it. If you hear things on the radio or you can hear them kind of blasting out of someone else's car, or there's a song that keeps coming up or anything like that, look up the lyrics and read them, because you may find spiritual messages come to you in songs, Virgo. But actually, generally, just diversify. Look at things in a different angle. Just remember, the way can be camouflaged. It's not necessarily the path that you think that shines really brightly and is really obvious. It can be a more wiggly path, but actually take you to a really good place. Thanks, Virgo. Check out your monthly video. Do hit the subscribe button as well and check out your moon and rising. Libra. Hello, Libra. Right, so this is for the 3rd to the 10th. And Libra, do check out your moon and rising as well, and also your June 2017 video, which is up. Ooh. That's nice. So Libra, you've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You may be having some trouble with clarity, just mental clarity. You may be having some issues just with a Gemini person, with a fellow air sign, because this is an air sign card, particularly Gemini, if you can see there's twins. And this is in the reverse. It may be that someone delivers some news to you that's just put a bit bluntly, but it doesn't look like it's anything too bad. It's just maybe a bit annoying, and maybe could have been delivered better, but you can still cope with it just fine. It may be that you find your own head is just a bit woolly. It's just not quite as clear as you would like it to be. But either way, I'm not too bothered by that energy, actually. Just a bit of fuzziness. You also have the 3 of Cups, Libra, which is a brilliant time for you to get out and socialise with friends, particularly like work colleagues, going out for a drink after work, or signing up for a club or something new that you haven't done before that has a very social element to it. You will find you get restored through being sociable, not through solitude this week. So seek out other people who give you bright energy, people who, not people who drain you. You know how some people who are usually always dying to go for a drink after work are quite draining people. You don't want that. You want people who will add to the party, will do you no end of good. Now you also have the Ace of Pentacles, fantastic card. You could have a good idea for a new business or something to do with investing, anything that means that you're going to have money that's going to feed itself and continue. This is not to do with just wages. This is to do with investing, funds, new businesses, things that can grow on their own. I like that. choosing you a Heart of the Fairy Oracle card. Yeah, again, you get the rocks. Now, this is someone who is a complete drain. This is someone who says, oh, you know, I'm so tired, I can't get that thing for myself, and you're so strong, and you can do it, and oh, and all the rest of it. Avoid this person like the plague this week, Libra. It's what we talked about here with the Three of Cups. Don't hang around with anyone who's an energy thief to you. Hang around with people who have love and light to offer to you. You may find this is someone in a group of friends, even quite a good friend, but they're really on one, you know, they're really needy. Just avoid that like the plague. You don't need to make an excuse. Aha, it could be your ex, Libra. You've got release your ex. So it could be that you're still in touch with them, you're still doing things for them. Maybe you still feel sorry for them, I don't know. But it's probably the case that they were always having you do things for them when you were together, and maybe not much has changed. So it could be time to cut those cords, Libra. Now you get nature as well. And this combined with the Three of Cups, I think it'd be a really good time to join like a hiking club or some kind of walking group or gardening, you know, like when they do community gardening, when they sometimes brighten up urban areas in groups. If you're looking to meet a new person, you know, in a romantic sense, it'd be a good week for doing something like that. Leave me a comment, Libra, let me know how that works out for you. And also do check out your monthly reading. If you want a private reading, by the way, people, you can book in the description box below. Okay, Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. I'm using the Mythic Tarot and doing 3 cards for this week, which is June the 3rd to the 10th. Do check out your monthly June 2017 reading, Scorpio, and also your moon and rising sign. So Scorpio, you've got the Justice card. You could be dealing with a Libran. This is the card for Libra. Or you could be dealing with any kind of legal issues at the moment. They could still be pending. You could be involved in anything to do with authority. It could be to do with the council, to do with hospital, to do with the court system. This is Athene here. It's in the upright. This is generally, Athene is a level-headed, strategic but fair goddess. And I would say this looks like quite a nice, decent, fair outcome for anything like that you're facing this week, Scorpio, which is nice. Now, you also have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you might be finding that some kind of business or relationship is not getting off the ground like it should be. When we have the Three of Pentacles, it's where we take the 2 that we've kind of juggled so hard to keep like this, and then we multiply it into 3. It grows into something more solid. So if it was a business, it's maybe you decide to employ somebody or you take on a new customer. But actually, it doesn't quite feel right for you at the moment. You're not feeling it. For some of you, this could be a relationship with an air sign person, and you've also got the Four of Cups. Could be you're just not feeling things going on to that next level. Three of Pentacles would go on to the Four of Pentacles, where you'd want to keep something. I'm not so sure that you do. Let's choose you, Scorpio. Heart of the Fairy Oracle card. And you get, that's a beautiful card. Just going to check that. Yeah, you get the Queen of the Golden Bow. I would say, Scorpio, you need to hang in there. Because particularly if you are looking at a justice situation, a legal situation, there may be a hidden party that you haven't really, that you're not aware of, that has quite a lot of control and a slightly magical element to things. I mean, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the Harry Potter, and I sort of see that as carrying a little scroll that creature carrying a little scroll, there may be a hidden factor in your favour that you don't know about. So I would hang fire this week until you do. You've got a full moon in Sagittarius on the 9th. You'd probably be as well to hang fire until then, because I think that it will be revealed. And you get romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Now, I would say that works both ways, Scorpio. If you are romantically involved with someone and you're finding that your feelings are not exactly fireworks, explore that and see where it takes you. Maybe you can create fireworks and maybe you walk away and find a different firework. Ooh. You get the soulmate card, Scorpio. This could be one of two things. You need to walk away because your soulmate is literally waiting. Soulmates are already here. That can be one thing. It's time to walk away. You've had enough. They're not lighting your fire. Your soulmate is waiting. Or it could be that this person is your soulmate. It's just tricky. It could be with soulmates, it doesn't always come across as lovely-dovely and romantic. Sometimes there are soul lessons to learn with soulmates. So it could be one of two things there. Either it's tricky and you need to work it out, or even that they feel a bit more like a friend at the moment. But I would say it's that unknown magical factor again. Give it a bit of time. Give it until the full moon in Sagittarius on the 9th. Give it till then. Just see what sparks fly that you don't really know about. And leave me a comment about it, Scorpio. So check out your monthly reading as well. Dropping cards all over the floor as usual. And thank you, Scorpio. If you want a private reading, you can book in the description box below. Okay, Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. This is your weekly reading, June the 3rd to June the 10th. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Check out your monthly reading, Sagittarius. It's up June 17th? June 2017. Got the Queen of Pentacles. The Moon in the reverse. And the Three of Swords. I'm going to stick my neck out, Sagittarius. Some of you have found out about a third-party situation. This is the Three of Swords. This is a Greek myth where you have Agamemnon, his wife Clytemnestra. Sorry, Agamemnon's the dead one in the bath. And that's her lover. And they make a plot to kill her husband. This is scheming and plotting, and it can mean cheating. And I feel like for you, it could be to do with work, a betrayal, but it's a betrayal. But this week you have the moon in the reverse. No longer are you kept in the dark. When the moon is in the upright, this is to do with disillusionment, not seeing things clearly, being kept in the dark, working with shadows, people getting away with things. This week that changes, and I tell you why actually, Sagittarius, because you have a full moon in your sign on the 9th and nothing can be kept secret by then. It will be revealed. It's like the clouds parting, big moon, boom, there's your truth. Sagittarius is all about truth. The full moon in Sagittarius is all about truth. Could be that you're dealing with another woman, if you're a woman, who is an earth sign, or just a very sensual, sort of rounded, sexy woman. Your worst nightmare, really, but the truth will out. Yes. Look, Sag, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And you will. I like this. I don't mean I like it because there's betrayal. I like it because you're going to get back in control. Lady of Unicorns. I think this is, again, about fantasy. I think you have been spun a fantasy, and maybe you've even taken part in that fantasy by turning a blind eye for too long. Everybody does that. But just look out, when that full moon comes, things will be revealed. You get self-acceptance. No matter what's going on, Sagittarius, you are normally a very optimistic and bouncy sign. But don't be afraid at the moment if you are feeling down or mixed up or blue. Just accept that as the way things are. Things will transform after that full moon. Thanks, Sagittarius. Do check out your monthly reading and do hit the subscribe and the like button if you like the video. See you soon. Hi, Capricorn. Okay, let's have a look for you. Using the Mythic Tarot, Capricorn, doing 3-card reading for the week of the 3rd of June to the 10th. Oh, nice. Ooh. Oh, I'm glad someone got that card. You've got the 8 of Pentacles. This is to do with making good progress towards a goal, particularly to do with work or money. It's a nice earth sign and it's a nice steady number 8. So you're really working slow and hard and making good progress. Could be in a relationship, could be in a job. Either way, you can see the material benefits this week and you're going to feel pleased about it. You've got the Hierophant as well, which is a major arcana card. It's representing of Taurus. If you look here, this is Chiron, who's in his cave. This is to do with beliefs and finding out what your beliefs really are this week, Capricorn. Your personal belief system. And also to do with the legal system, a good outcome for a legal matter. But also mostly to do with, if you go in the cave here with Chiron, Chiron mentors you to actually make up your own belief system. Now, we've got the full moon in Sagittarius on the 9th, and that's a big part of this full moon. So I would look out, Capricorn, for how you're going to feel over that full moon. I feel that you will have some sort of, if you look at the light, epiphany about your own personal belief systems to do with how you work, what you want to do for a career, and how you want to make your money. And in the middle you have the Queen of Swords. This card is real mental clarity and being really well organised. You're not going to mess around this week. You're not going to suffer fools gladly, and you're not going to need any kind of help, really. You can do this yourself. You've got the sword. That's the sword of clarity, the sword of truth. Again, truth will play a big part in it. But you're happy and comfortable in your own truth. And you get the Magician card. This woman who mysteriously holds a hockey stick. This is a great card. This is a card that means not only are you in your own truth, but when you do get into that position where you know who you are, that's when you can actually really make things happen. That's when you can turn that 8 of Pentacles into a 10. In whichever way you want to do it. You get separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. It could be for some of you that you are literally going through a divorce or separation with the Hierophant, but actually the outcome for you is complete clarity. It's clarity you haven't had for a really long time, and the chance to build something new and to build your finances up as an independent person again. It could also be, if you are involved in a relationship, that separation will really give you the clarity you need to make the relationship different and new and better. Choose you a Healing with the Angels Oracle card. Yes. Divine Guidance, Capricorn. Now do look out around the time of the full moon for signs, 9th of June, depending on where you're living in the world, so Google it. And Google full moon rituals, Capricorn, as well. Because for you, that's also divine guidance. To do with a legal situation or anything to do with your own belief system, where you come from and where you're going to. if you have something that you want to know about, you could write it down and put it under your pillow just before the full moon, and then you do find that you get small spiritual signs about the answers. I like that for you, Capricorn. I like it very much, actually. Do check out your June 2017 reading, Capricorn, and also your moon and rising sign, and hit the like button if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Okay, Aquarius. I always want to sing that Muppet song when I say Aquarius. Aquarius, do 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 do, like that. And then I think, no, Gemma, rein it in. Actually, Aquarians have a good sense of humour. You can take it. Right, Aquarius, this is your week for 3rd of June to the 10th. Let's have a look for you. Wow, that's a bit strong. You've had strong readings for ages, Aquarius. Check out your monthly 2017 reading. It's up on my site. It's up on my YouTube channel. It's very strong. Death in the reverse. You are resisting something that really wants to change, Aquarius. It could be a relationship that needs to end, a job that needs to go, or more likely a kind of heady combination of all of these things. You can feel deep transformation coming in, but of course, as all humans, you feel afraid. Everybody does, but that's the best time. That's when the good stuff is really happening, Aquarius. And look, you have the Strength card. Here it is. Now this is Heracles and the lion. What Heracles learned through his 12 labours was that he needed to master himself before he could really use his strength. And this is for you, Aquarius. You need to master yourself. Take your strengths and your weaknesses, accept them both. That is true strength. If it's to do with a relationship, some of you may be overgiving and have been for a long time. Maybe in the hope you can keep smoothing it over and smoothing it over. You're being over-generous, Aquarius. Over-generous with your boundaries. You're being over-generous probably with your funds. And just over-generous with your time and energy with the situation. This situation has long needed to change. I've had that in your readings and your personal readings for months. Go with it. Let it go, as they say in Frozen. I can't believe I just said that. I'm not going to start singing that. It's a strong message for you. I've had this message, this together with the Tower, for quite a long time. Yeah, look at that. Heart of the Fairy Oracle card, you get the Green Woman. And I feel, Aquarius, that this is you. You're ready to literally grow, grow and grow and grow. But that growth cannot happen until you turn this upright, until you just turn to meet it, which of course is a very frightening prospect. But Aquarius, you have the necessary strength. You may not feel like it, but you do. I'm going to choose you a Romance with the Angels Oracle card. It's you trying to hide. Yeah, look. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now, you could find, Aquarius, your resistance to change comes from an old family pattern. Fear of abandonment means that you fear being abandoned by somebody who actually may not be good for you at all, or you just may not want to be with. Fear of abandonment. If you can heal that issue, if you can heal family issues, and there will be opportunities for you to do that this week, you may find you can release this. If you want a private reading, Aquarius, just book in the paper. I can't speak today. You can book me in the description box below. There's a PayPal link. And also do definitely check out your June 2017 monthly reading on my channel. It's really deep. And your moon and rising sign. Okay, you've got intention. Set your intention, Aquarius, to be true to yourself and to recognise your strengths. Don't be hard on yourself in a critical way. Don't be self-critical if you can help it. If you want to do the healing that's necessary for you to turn and meet this transformation that needs to come in, you also need to be kind to yourself, because that in itself is a great strength. Leave me a comment, Aquarius. Let me know. And do hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the like button. Pisces, 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 Pisces. Okay, let me just do this. I'm using the Mythic Tarot Pisces, and this is a weekly reading for, 3rd of June to the 10th. Let's have a look. Also, Pisces, check out your June 2017 reading, which is up on my channel at the moment. And if you want a private reading, Pisces, you can book in the description box below. This is the vibe we've been getting for ages, Pisces. 3 of Wands. This is to do with something which has tried to get off the ground, but somehow just isn't quite working out. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, whatever it isn't quite taking off, and we can feel that energy. Pisces has really good intuition. You probably feel that something is off. This week it may get to the point where we meet the 10 of Wands, which is the end of the Wands cycle, just carrying the burden for far too long, just can't really carry it anymore. It may come to that complete crescendo where it's at the peak of a situation. You've taken on, you've said yes too many times, and then all of a sudden that will be a good thing, Pisces, because that actually releases you. When you reach that 10, you don't have to sit there and set fire to yourself. I'm not recommending that at all. Drop the burden, let it go, let someone else deal with it. You will also find yourself, particularly I would say, we've got a full moon in Sagittarius on the 9th of June, and this is a full moon where people are coming to terms with their own personal truth about relationships. Particularly, this is Saturn in Pisces, the 8 of Cups. It's the strong, stern planet of Saturn telling emotional, lovely Pisces to walk away from a situation, to go down the steps and to not look back. Let's have a Heart of the Fairy Oracle card. I know you like this, Pisces. You get the big behind. This tells you to look at something from a different angle, literally. This is like kids when they turn themselves upside down, you can see the world differently. It's how to view something differently, Pisces. And I think it's how to view that differently. How to look at walking away differently. So you're not trapped by the fears that have stopped you from walking away this far. The 10 of Wands, this is fear. Look at the fear. Need to release that fear, Pisces. Romance with the Angels Oracle card. You get flirt. Do yourself a favour, Pisces. Have some fun out there. Have a little flirt. You may be in the 8 of Cups situation, but actually Pisces are brilliant flirts regardless of what's going on. And you need to think about not taking on responsibility, but shedding responsibility, having some fun, and actually nourishing your own soul. Having a little flirt. Have some fun. You have my permission this week, Pisces, to flirt away. Also, Pisces, you get dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, particularly around the time of the full moon. If you get signs, symbols, or anything, that first 5 minutes when you've woken up, write it down. Have a note paper and pen next to the bed so you can make a note of it. After 5 minutes, you always forget it, or I do. So pay attention to your dreams. They will assist you, particularly with that need to walk away and how you can move forward, Pisces. If you want a private reading, you can book in the box below. hit the subscribe button and the like button if you like the video. Do check out your monthly videos, people, for June on my, I was going to say my site, on my channel. And also my daily readings as well, which are for all astrological signs. Okay, so that was your weekly readings for all signs, time stamped in the box below, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.